고픈 어린 시절을 보냈다. 옆집에 사는 아줌마가 몰래 마루 아래다 밥을 놓아주면 방구석에서 소리 없이 밥을 먹었다.
Born in 1938. This piece truly blew me away. I think to be able to be brought into the fold of the family, invited as an intimate guest for the sharing and reconnecting of family members, going through their family history with the different contentions and hurts and needs and dynamics between each family member and how their life has progressed stemming from the original mom. And her journey was beautiful and honest and raw. And I think the filmmaking never felt intrusive or staged. It just allowed us to be there as the eyes of the camera, in a way that didn't glamorize or overdo. It just took the time and took the space to let it all unfold as it was going to. And I think that just was brilliant. And one of the most honest pieces of filmmaking I've seen in a really long time. So grateful I got to see it. And it's something I'm going to be thinking of a lot because of some of their relationships made me think of my friends and their parents and the history and the backstory that's just brimming from it, and till we finally take the risk to confront it.
So this is Born in 1938 commentary. So I liked how the filmmaker incorporated the use of animation to help tell the story, particularly in the beginning when he's talking about his mother. I think using animation in documentary is such a great tool to tell the story, because usually with nonfiction you are quite limited to verite interviews and archival footage. But if you don't have those tools at your disposal, it's great to use animation to describe the story in greater detail that you couldn't before. I also liked how the documentary focuses on the mother, and it's made as an appreciation for her. And I think the filmmaker does well to sort of build her character through the sit-down interviews, the animation, and the verite. And I also like how we get to know her by sort of seeing how the other subjects interact with her and treat her and talk about her. I think that's really cool about this film.
Born in 1938. Absolutely stunning documentary. I think it was really moving, really emotional. I really loved the way the filmmaker managed to tell this story about this woman from the moment she was born in 1938 until the present time, and all the struggles she's had to endure while she was young. But regardless of that, she managed to build a fantastic family, and although she lost many people along the way, including her husband and one of her sons, then she got taken care of by the fourth son and his son too. I really like the idea to just transition from the actual film to these animations bit, which I think that was really engaging for, especially from audience point of view. It's very important to keep the audience hooked to the film, and I think these sudden changes between a feature film and animation is very interesting. At the same time, I love the many panoramic views that we have, some beautiful establishing shots, and also the interviews that we have along the movie. I thought that telling a story about this woman is really powerful, because many people in the audience can see themselves in the woman and in the woman's relatives. I mean, if we all think about it, from our grandparents, for example, we never actually sit down and take time to listen to their stories. But when we do, is a fantastic moment that we understand life is absolutely incredible and unexpected. I mean, if you think about all the connections and all the things that has to happen along the way until you are born is a miracle if you think about that. And listening to this woman story remind me that no matter what happens in life, you always gonna have to be grateful to be here, alive and well. So I thought it was a fantastic film, very moving, very well done. Congratulations.
This was very sweet and really thoughtfully put together, and a very admirable pursuit. I can honestly, I think about my grandfathers, and specifically one who had a lot of great stories. Some of them were from the World War II, and before and after, was just full of them. And I remember delighting in them when he told me, and thinking how I would always remember them, but I never documented them. And I regret that now. I wish I had done what the filmmaker here is doing and has done, because it's so uniquely personal, but also very just easy for anyone to enjoy. It's a universal sort of thing he's doing here, at the as well as the same time as being so uniquely personal. I think that's what makes it so wonderful. There's so much drama. I mean, sort of dramatic elements in everyone's life. We're just full of stories. So to take it, to document it, to just make this beautiful piece of work from it is a real admirable cause, and I think he does a great job at doing just that with this piece, and his whole family and himself should be very proud of this one.
So I just watched the film Born in 1938. I enjoyed this piece. I thought it was well done, very well put together. I like how this is a family portrait. It's a very sort of sprawling tapestry of the family. You know, I thought this film was a beautiful homage to the filmmaker's mother. It's very sweet, very honest and emotional. Sometimes it's quite poetic. I thought the filmmaking itself was really strong, you know, the cinematography especially. Some great shots in here. You know, it all feels very careful and meticulous. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed this film. Definitely emotional ups and downs, and well done to the filmmakers.
What's really impressive about Born in 1938 is how it acts as a portrait of life. I love the fact that the filmmaker started off wanting to make a documentary about one thing, but then had to change it because of circumstances beyond his control, which is like, that's life. So immediately it kind of sets it off as capturing a flavour of life. By following his aged mother, and exploring her past, trying to understand her as a person as opposed to just a mother, not only do you get a complex, intimate portrait of a single life, but you also kind of explore all the connections of that life. You know, the children, the grandchildren, the friends. You explore the web of life. And I think the thing I found most moving was kind of the complexity of the relationship between parent and child, and looking at how maybe the children were wounded by certain things that happened in their childhood, and how they might harbour certain resentments towards their mother, but as time goes on they understand her better, and as she reaches death, they try to repair those relationships, which I thought was really poignant. And there's simply on all sides, you understand everybody and everybody's feelings, so it gives you a really kind of, it really kind of weighs those emotions with great impact. And also, I love the use of those paintings to symbolise the flashbacks. I thought that just was, they look great, and it just brought the whole film to visual life as well. So